What's up, guys? Myformers here, and today we're going to be looking at Buzzworthy Bumblebee Origin Bumblebee. Okay, and first of all, let's take a look at the packaging. Here we have a bunch of pictures of Bumblebee in different incarnations all along the side. Decent box art. Buzzworthy Bumblebee, Origin Bumblebee. You've got some more art on this side. Doesn't really fit on the frame, but here's your product shots on the back or on the top. There's some stuff here, there, and that's pretty much it for the packaging. Okay, and here we have Buzzworthy Origin Bumblebee himself. I'll show you first the accessories he comes with. He does come with this rocket pack, this gun right here, and some energon rods that he cannot really hold, although you can kind of tuck it in his arm and get him to kind of sort of hold it a little bit like this, but not really. The only thing I'll say about the accessories is if you look at the rendering on the package art, his gun and his backpack were apparently intended to originally be silver. I do kind of wish they were silver because the black just really blends in and just sort of turns into nothing. But let's take his accessories off and we'll get a look at this figure here. And here he is a little bit more up close. You can see, we'll take a look at his head sculpt. I think overall he is a fairly decent looking Bumblebee. The feet are a little strange. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I think that's because they wanted this part to look like the original Bumblebee, but his alt mode is so weird with the Cybertronian mode that like they had to do some strange things to make that happen. Anyway, articulation wise, you've got a head on a ball joint. It will look up, it will look down, it will swivel, it will do pretty much anything you want it to do. His arms will do 360 degrees. They go out that far. You can twist, you can turn his elbow a little more than 90 degrees. There is a little waist articulation here, no ab crunch. We have a thigh swivel. We have right at maybe a little over 90 degrees on the knee bend. And then you have ankle tilt. And the feet can go up and down quite a bit, especially if you kind of untransform slightly. So as far as articulation goes, he's great. I mean, he's very, very posable. The only real problem I would say with this figure, and it's not that big a problem to me, but there's a lot of kibble. His whole alt mode is basically wrapped around his legs down here and on his back. So there's a lot going on there. But I mean, overall, considering what they were trying to do and what they had to work with to try to make him as cartoon accurate as possible, I think they did a pretty good job. He is part of somehow not only the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, but also the War for Cybertron line. So you'll notice he's got some little ports here. Let's try to get that close up. He's got some little ports here that you can put blast effects onto. And here he's got the larger ports like you would put guns and stuff like that in. Same size as his hands. Okay, so to give you some comparisons here we've got Buzzworthy Bumblebee. Let's show you some other Bumblebees. Here we've got War for Cybertron Earthrise Bumblebee. And we've also got from the Worlds Collide 4-pack, the other Bumblebee that's sort of Bumblebee and sort of Cliff Jumper at the same time. Little Bumble Jumper there. He is about the same height as the other ones. As you can see, the Earthrise is definitely a more orangey yellow. But overall, a decent Bumblebee if you need one. Compare him to Voyager class Soundwave. He's definitely a little guy compared to him. And just for the fun of it, we will compare him to Gen 1 Goldbug. Yep, there he is. Okay, so getting down to transformation. Transformation on this character is not my favorite thing in the world. It's kind of fiddly and sort of hard to keep decent, but I'm going to go ahead and show you and go through it really quick. First thing you're going to do here is pull this backpack up like this, straighten this out, and then get it to tab in together. It will not want to tab in because it is extremely tight, but if you pull a little, you can get it to go. Then you're just going to leave that up for a minute, pull his chest out, extend it over his head a little, turn that like that. Then down to the bottom, we're going to rotate his waist all the way around. You're going to take his hands, fold them in just like that. Take his arms on these joints here and put them in and tab the arms together just like that. Then, probably my least favorite part, the legs. I'm going to go ahead and tell you these tabs on the back, or these panels on the back of his legs, pop off all the time. I can't transform it, I don't think, once without at least one of these two popping off and trying to fly away. But we'll see what happens. We're going to pull his feet down just like this. We're going to see, and there, once again, this part of this figure is really, really finicky. So we're going to try to rotate that up and that panel down. Take this foot and straighten it out like that. Then it's going to tab in right like that. Then you just take this back panel, open it up. That's one side. Then we're going to go to the other side. Going to do the same thing. You're going to take this up like that. Straighten that piece out. Straighten his foot all the way out. And just tab them in like that. And fold this panel up like that. Now, we're going to look at it from this angle. Take his legs, rotate them like this, and turn them all the way around until you can tab this panel into his crotch plate here. And like I said before, it doesn't really like to go, so you have to be sort of careful with it. And then tab them into each other just like that. Then, if you've got this in the right place, you can take this, push it back, snap it down and tab it in just like that. Then take this piece and just snap it in there, and there you have it, except for it untabbed at the back. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't really like to stay together, so you have to sort of scrunch it, but there it is, his Cybertronian mode from the original cartoon. It looks pretty good. Not so much from the bottom, but it looks pretty good from the top. It looks about like what you would expect it to. Then you can take the jetpack, plug it onto the top if you want to. You can take his gun and just plug it into one of the wings. Once again, if you want to, that really makes it look a lot less cartoon accurate. But there it is, something you can do. Here we've got some comparisons with the alt modes. Here with the, and I make a correction, this is Netflix Bumblebee, Origin Bumblebee, and the Bumblebee from the 4-pack. And just to throw him in there, here's little Gen 1 Goldbug again. And there you have Buzzworthy Bumblebee, Origin Bumblebee. Overall, I think he's a pretty decent figure. He's not without his problems, but I think he's pretty good looking. And if you don't have a Bumblebee in your collection, he would definitely suit the bill. I think this may have been a Target exclusive. That's where I got it from, but it wasn't even too badly priced. So, I mean, definitely worth checking out. But I am done with this one. I will see you guys in the next video. If you are new here, please think about subscribing. Thank you so much for watching.